women don't want to be married. Men cannot make women marry that do not want to be married. The majority of women today are not marriageable. They're out of shape. And, saying that marriage is good isn't going to change that, isn't going to make women want to be wives. The next thing that I noticed that you said was that unmarried men are more likely to have a wife. Obviously. Obviously. Men that cannot attract women obviously are not, duh. And you never address that men are 9 times more likely to commit after marriage. Even if it's a 5%, 1 out of 50, even if it's a 1 out of 50 chance or 1 out of 100 chance that you commit, that's negligence. That's negligence. Any car would be recalled if 1% of people died. I just think at the end of the day that I would never sign a deal that one party is paid to leave, and you're not addressing the lack of quality of women that are on the market today.
That statistic about unaliving is an interesting one. And they say that men are happier. That's what the statistics say. But they never really mention this one, which is very interesting because it, I guess, says to me that whatever the situation is, and you have to look at it from one side, men might be fighting their own demons, but you also might have to look at it as men have so much pressure to perform. Whereas a woman would leave the relationship, men in these situations might want to just leave the entire space. So that's heavy.
Something that I wish more women knew about men, and something that I've learned in the last few years that has helped my relationship, and I think it would really help a lot of other relationships, fights, and just overall satisfaction, is that men, their desire for physical intimacy is more emotional than it is physical. If it was physical, he can do that himself. He actually doesn't need us to satisfy those needs. But for them, they need that physical element in order to feel emotionally connected to us, whereas we need emotional connection in order to feel physical. But a lot of the time, women will reject their partner from when he tries because she doesn't want it in that point in time, or she's tired, and that's understandable. But what she doesn't realize is that rejecting him is like him rejecting us for a hug. It's like we're saying, hey, I'm down and I need a hug right now. And he's like, no, I'm too tired for that. And we think it's all about physical because a lot of the time that's kind of what it is for us. Like, we don't need that in order to feel an emotional connection to our partner. We need emotional connection, and we want that to feel physical. And if you're consistently rejecting him time and time again, he is going to shut down. And a lot of the time it will shut down, not just physically. He'll stop trying to be intimate with his partner, but he'll also shut down emotionally. And that's why a lot of the time men don't open up. They won't feel like they can come to you. They'll just stop trying altogether. And that is the worst place that they can be. Knowing this myself, knowing what sex meant to my partner and what he got from it, as well as what I got from it, made me more open to getting in the mood, even if I wasn't in the mood at the start. Like, often it takes me sometimes a while to actually get in the mood, but I know that once we start, we're there, and it means more to him than just getting off. So I'm more open and receptive to it. And I think if more women understood and knew that, there would be so many more happier relationships. A chicken and the egg situation. Like, who's the first person to make that move? Who's the first person to say, okay, I'm going to do it more, but I want more in return? Because we still need the emotional connection in order to feel the physical. So someone needs to take the lead. Someone needs to be the person that is going to be the bigger person and is like, okay, I'm going to try more and I'm going to put my best foot forward, give you emotional, give you physical, and see how the relationship will change, because it changed my view on physical intimacy, and I'm having it more than ever because of this.
Why are young black couples not getting married? Specifically, why are young black men not asking?
Because you can wake up and say, I don't want you no more. And the court going to give you the kids, they're going to give you the custody, and they're going to give you all the money. The money. That's why. And it's very sad. We living in a world now where the women are more like men, acting more like a man, even though you're not a man. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not a lie. I'm not giving you my opinion. I don't believe in opinions. I know they're going to be mad at that. I believe in perspective that's supported by facts, data, and statistics. And if you look at the statistics, Kevin Samuels told you to go look at blackdemographics.com. If you do that, you can be able to tell what's going on. Don't be mad at me. It's just information. This is why. What's the incentive? What if he cheat? He gonna cheat if he's a certain type of man. He might lose his job. She can leave. I don't like him no more. Look how his teeth went crooked. He got great nose hairs. I'm gone. I don't want. And the court gonna grant you a divorce, and you finna. Okay, brothers, tell us why you don't want to get married, young man. They need to update the certificate. They need to update it. And why is it that the state had to? All right.
The men in New York are wild. A guy just came up to me and was like, I love your nose. I was like, my nose? And he was like, yeah, you into tall black men? He looked a bit scary. So I said, I am, and I've got one at home. I don't. And then he said, I promise you, it only hurts for 5 to 8 days. Huh?
Ladies, if you hate getting freaky in the morning, this might be your sign that you need to start trying to do more fun, pound town in the morning, because apparently, literally statistically, there's a study that came out showing that people who have more morning, are usually more productive at work. They have more creativity, they're more energetic, and they're more on their go, and they're more likely to get a raise or promotion because their brain is going. So literally in the morning, do a little morning, okay, because if you want to make more money, if you want to get that promotion, apparently it starts in the bedroom at home. So, next time you think about having a little fun time before work, give it a go. It might make you more money.
So stupid. It's so stupid. Let the man pound you into oblivion. Let that man pound you into a raise. That is a crazy idea.
Am I wrong for this? It's like I can't stop cheating. P.S. My husband started cheating first. That's the title.
Right. That whole thing was the title.
Yeah. I'm a married woman, 32, and my husband, 36. My husband has been cheating non-stop ever since we got married.
Gosh.
I always found out and kept on forgiving him, even though I was broken and hurting deep down. This made me resent him even more and more. I just focused on my studies and raising our kids. Fast forward 2020, he re-proposed. And told me he has changed for good. And well, to my surprise, years later today, he really has changed. Oh. He's prayerful. He's loving. He's a sweet man. The issue is now, I was broken so much and really also wanted to taste that forbidden fruit too that he was tasting. So I started cheating too. And I can't stop.
Hey.
My whole life, I had only previously slept with my husband and no other man.
Oh.
I've had an affair with some guy I knew from way back when. I broke it off, but then I met another guy from my school, and yeah, we're now hooking up. Lately, my husband has been thanking me for being faithful, loyal, submissive.
Hey.
Am I a horrible wife, and what should I do?
So I understand where you're coming from, being that you said that he cheated first. I guess the only thing that I would say is, when you want to leave him and you want to go do your own thing elsewhere, you're racking up your body count. And so when that conversation comes up and you're trying to tell somebody about your integrity and the things that you've done and how great you are, that's got to come to the forefront, right? Number one. Number two, you don't know what people will know, what people will come across, stumble across. And so that might hurt your chances with somebody else in the future. Like I said, I understand why you did it, but, just for your own direction of life and where you want that to go, just consider that.
Women have no clue of what men want because y'all run around with lashes,
You know I only
fake
ask
hair,
how you like to
all
be
this
treated,
bullshit, and you can ask 100 men and 98 of them will say, I want a natural woman. But for some reason, y'all in competition with each other. Y'all think that natural beauty is ugly. Y'all done got away from being feminine. Y'all not even confident. I FaceTime a woman in the morning, she got her shit to the ceiling because she don't want to let me see her with her natural face. You that embarrassed of yourself? That's what it is. You're not happy with yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Who are y'all selling yourselves to, the women or the men? Because we the ones that got to marry your ass.
could care less
So how about doing
another
what
woman
I
do.
like? The things that we want are free.
I promise you.
They are free.
I promise you.
But for some reason, y'all let y'all, when you ask a woman, what do you bring to the table? The first thing come out their mouth is something we don't care about, which is your job. Your job. The first thing a woman say, I pay my own bills, I got my own car, I got my own crib.
But y'all say the same
Congratulations,
thing.
you're an
I mean,
adult.
Women are far more prone to do this than men are, is that they will go for a guy that's a safe bet until they realize that the safe bet will do the things that you were worried that the dangerous guy would do to you. And what is a safe bet? The safe bet is the guy that clearly you know you're out of his league, clearly you know you can control, but he's all of the things that allow you to sleep in bed at night with those warm arms around you to make you feel like you're not alone. The safe bet is the person that you use as a doorstop so that you don't have to face all of your insecurities and the parts of yourself that are so deeply challenged by the man that you actually desire. You know the beautiful thing about meeting your match? You also meet your mirror. What do you think you're going to see? You're going to see deep, dark demons, and you're going to start to have a relationship with them too, because that's the journey of love.
A driver refused to give her a ride because of her weight. Lyft don't give a fuck. You're going to lose a lawsuit because the driver refused to give you a ride, not Lyft. He did, because he didn't want his shocks up. He didn't want his tires to go flat. Look at your big body. There ain't a seat in nobody's car that can fit your. You need a bus, a van, one of them old ones with the sliding door where they snatch you in and that's what you need. You need one of them old-fashioned vans from the 80s. F out of here. Big old I'm walking well on earth. Talk about you a planet. You have a gravitational pull. Goddamn. How the f I'm gonna make money? You said my car gonna be broke down. Yeah, I'm a Lyft driver. I'm not a. Nobody can lift you. We need to change the name of the company called Can't Lift Big. No, lift. Hell no. Roll. We can roll you. We can roll you because you rollable. Stop eating. Yeah, you got enough reserves to make it through 17 winters. Now go on and hibernate somewhere and eat some of that stored food. Stop eating. Trying to blame it on everybody else for calling your ass. You know you stop eating. Put a lock on the refrigerator. You don't need to go to the grocery store. Matter of fact, won't you bring that little skinny white woman who's crying that she don't eat for a week, her kids and them don't eat for a week at the end of every month. Bring her by your house and feed her. That way you can lose some weight, you big motherfucker. Get a gym membership.
I think he might be upset. What do you think?
You ain't never had a beautiful female come up to you and approach you?
Yeah, chicks come up to me all the time, but I know something wrong with them.
Something wrong with me? Because I approach men all the time.
You're 39?
I'm 39.
Let's just be honest and keep it no fugazi. Your value diminished a lot from when you were 22.
I look better now than I did then.
Pull it up. Pull up Instagram. Look at that picture.
And look at you. You do not look better now.
Reason 3 why I love men is because when you have a conversation with a guy, he's gonna be like hearing a car sound. He's gonna be like in the middle of his sentence, gonna stop, hear the sound. It's gonna be Porsche 811 turbo blue, and the conversation is gonna start again. It's gonna continue talking like normal, you know, like nothing happened, guys. Like nothing happened. What the hell? Another day, another gym fit check. So I just bought this one. It's from Aritzia and it's a green color. I love this color and it's really comfortable. So I'm gonna go to the gym. I like it. It goes well with my eyes. Have a good day. I was going to say that. This is Leo, guys. If you didn't know, he's 7 months old. It's so comfortable. So it's like perfect for the gym or the yoga. So I really like it.
That girl said, I like it because it goes with my eyes. This is a perfect example of what women be thinking about when they go to gym. Dudes be in there working out, and they worried about if they pants fit their fit the color of their eyes. You don't need to be worried about that. All you need to do is throw on some sweats, a t-shirt, and get in there and hit the weight.
So I came across her, and she says, get you a girl in the medical field. We're too busy to cheat. No, you ain't. Not even close. Matter of fact, you girls, women in the medical field, nurses, CNAs, doctors, you guys have the ability to stretch the time and space continuum to create more time so that you can have more time to cheat. Let me tell you something. Nurses are ranked in the United States as top 3 worst professions to date for men. Female nurses are ranked top 3 worst in the United States. You guys cheat with the doctors. You cheat with other nurses. You cheat with the patients. And don't get me to talking about those long 12-hour shifts and your work husbands and your multiple boyfriends, depending on which shift you're on at work. Did somebody not talk to her? The Nurses Association didn't get with her and say, hey, girl, don't post nothing like this because we all cheating over here. And you know, you need to know we don't need no heat coming down on us because Don P might see that post and he gonna flame us. Nobody didn't tell her? The only nurses that ain't cheating are nurses older than Nurse Jackie. These young CNAs, RNs, they cheating out, y'all.
So, you gonna kiss me and not finish the job? Take them drawers off.
One of my kids said the N-word in class, and I said to him, hey, you can't say the N-word in class. And he looks at me and he goes, no, Miss Jackson, it's okay, I can say it. Yeah, I'm not arguing that part of it. You're in school, you can't swear. Another time, a couple of my kids were talking about what their favorite foods were, and one of them said soul food, and another girl went, oh, you mean black people food? And she goes, what? And she turns to me and she goes, that's black people food, right, Miss Jackson? Not commenting. One of my kids asked me who I voted for, and I said Kamala Harris, because why wouldn't I? And she said, I knew you were one of the good ones. Apparently, another one of my kids told one of his homeroom teachers that he actually likes me, even though he really doesn't like white people, which, like, valid. One of my students the other day, like, tried to dap me up, and as I went to do it, one of the other kids was like, she doesn't know how to do that. It's 2025, and I'm not even 30. Yes, I do. One of my preschoolers told me I would look very pretty with cornrows. Thank you, but no, I would not.
I think I'm going to go ahead and transfer my kids from that school to another one. It's clear they ain't learning nothing that they need to be learning.
I think I found one. Yep.
He's so mysterious. He's like a night owl. Like, he only has me come over at like 3 a.m.
I'm just glad that he's finally in a healthy relationship with me. He said all of his exes were crazy, you know? I am so glad.
He's so playful too, you know, like we'll do this game every time he gets a notification. I'm like, oh my god, who is it? Mr. Popular? And then he'll hide his phone. It's like hide and seek with his messages. And then every time I catch him, it always seems to be some type of female name. He's just so focused on his career, like he can never respond to my text messages. Like sometimes it will be days. It's been a week before. He is such a fashionista too. Like before we leave the house, he's always like, change your outfit. He makes me change.
Hey, remember when I said I love you last week? Just for the record, I'm not looking for anything exclusive.
Okay, so what would you rate that last one?
You know, it was all right. It was, you know, there was definitely something, there was things I could have done better. There were things, you know, you could have done better. I think we both have a lot of room to grow, you know, and that's one of the things that's beautiful about it. I would probably give it like a 4.5.
4.5
out of 20.
So I never thought I would have to warn guys about this, but I think everyone can tell, and I think it's become quite apparent and quite obvious that Christianity has become a trend. And as someone that has been Christian my whole life, it's pretty insulting to see that people are putting Bible verses in their bios and then they're posting thirst traps, and then they also have OF and things like that. So that's something that I would advise guys. Another red flag. The woman that has the Bible verse in her bio is usually the opposite of what she's trying to portray. Her life doesn't align with what she's trying to portray. So just watch out for those new Christians.
I hate when people ask me for relationship advice because the truth is I take people back when they're cheating. I think it mostly comes down to I'm too lazy to find love. When me and my boyfriend broke up because he cheated on me, I think I was supposed to go on dates. I hate the fact that you have to go on dates to find a boyfriend. I can't think of anything more repulsive. I'm just so unserious about finding love, bro. I'd rather take a nap than go on a date with a man. Oh, please. I think I'm just coming to the realization that the reason why I don't like going on dates with men might be because I don't like men. Bro, do not ask me for relationship advice. I have none. I stay with idiots all the time. The only thing I can teach you about is having a big bank account. Like, I don't know. I'm busy.
So a few days ago, I went to the park and I worked out. I do this all the time. That's my thing. And as I'm working out, I'm like, you know what? I'm a little alone with it. I'm tired. Let me sit right here on this bench. As I'm sitting on this bench, I see a woman to my right. And then I don't know how the hell we started talking. I don't know how. But anyway, as we started talking, we was having an interesting conversation. Towards the end of the conversation, she's like, yeah, do you mind if I get your number so we can, do something? And me, I'm not going to lie, I didn't find the girl attractive at all. So I didn't want to be rude because I'm not a rude person. So I did what most women do in that situation. I lied. I said, yeah, I don't mind getting your number, but I'm gay. He looked me in my eyes and said, I should have known.
Every time I tell someone about my breakup, they're like, oh, you really dodged a bullet. But like, the bullet was not dodged, babes. The bullet led me on for years, blindsided me, lodged itself deeply in my brain, causing irreversible cognitive and emotional damage. The bullet is still there.
I was with a guy. We were together for 6 years, but we were only married for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And
It's kind
then it
Hookup of a marriage, okay.
blew up everything. Everything.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
But you were together for 6 years. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Why did we divorce after 2 weeks?
So.
Did you keep laughing in the middle of the night?
No.
Okay.
I enjoyed my life. My laugh.
No,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
poking at you.
So right before we got married, I came out as bi, and then
Okay.
we decided to continue with the wedding. I really wanted a girlfriend, and he was.
Oh.
I know, he was iffy about that, and then I decided that women probably weren't enough because our life was really horrible.
Why were you getting married then? You knew you wanted to have a girlfriend. He wasn't a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and
I
the
know.
sex life wasn't there, which a lot of people find to be very important.
I
Me
know.
included, like it's normal.
Yeah.
So why did we go through with the marriage if it ended in 2 weeks?
Because I knew I always wanted to be with him, like, for the rest of my life. I just didn't
How'd
know.
that turn
I
out?
just, obviously not well. I just didn't know that I always only wanted to be with him. Because, like, I think I'm kind of poly.
Propose?
I didn't propose.
No, that's not what I was going to ask.
Oh. Sorry.
Poly.
Polyamorous.
Is that into everything?
No, polyamorous is having, like, multiple partners.
Yes. Okay. I'm less good at terms. Okay.
It's not it's a relationship, but.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that I was actually just going to ask, were you proposing having an open marriage?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And I
dude was
offered
like,
him
no?
the same thing, and he was like, I don't even want that.
Were you not willing to then not do that?
I was at a point in my life where
you just got married.
Yeah.
A lifetime commitment. Okay.
I know
Sure.
I fucked up. I know I fucked up.
Sure.
But I was at a point in my life where I was really scared. COVID had just happened. I was discovering all this stuff about
What
my
year was
own
this?
2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't even know if we're fully divorced yet, to be honest.
And she really don't care. She just worried about what makes her happy.